Hello, this video is a tutorial about how to use the G-trigger function of the Q-series camera made by NAC Image Technology. The purpose of the G-trigger function is to record image information when an event occurs that causes force on the camera. For example, the impact of the camera falling on the table causes the camera to trigger. This video was obtained by using the G-trigger function and shows how an impact on the table or an event like that can trigger the camera or cause it to start recording image information at that exact moment. Being that there is a force sensor within the camera, the information is collected and can be utilized for your own purposes. On the screen is how the raw data looks and where the graph is located compared to the video image, and also you can enlarge the graph by clicking and dragging the top portion towards the top of the screen. The graph created by the HX-Link program has the Y or vertical axes as the amount of force in G's or number of gravities equivalent, and the x-axis is the individual frame that measurement was taken at. The graphical key shows that the blue line or the threshold line is the amount of force needed to trigger the camera, and in comparison the purple line is the force value experienced during one of the particular frames. Another noticeable feature on the graph is the vertical bar, which correlates force information to a particular image or therefore time or event. Also, notice how the amount of force on the camera is always changing, and especially the point at which the camera is triggered. To access this force information with frame rates in an organized list or spreadsheet form, click on the upper left portion of the tab or the list option. You can access the options and customize the settings of the graphical interface or list by clicking on one of the three options on the bottom left of the tab called Graph, View, and Tool. To export the numerical data, click on the Graph option in the lower left part of the tab, and then proceed to click Save As List to save the file where you would like to. Now that you have been acquainted with what the G-trigger function has to offer, I will show you how easy it is to activate and properly utilize during this tutorial. The best way to access the G-trigger options is to start in the Ready mode, which is indicated under Status in the upper right-hand part of the screen. Proceed then to click the Option button on the right-hand side of the screen indicated in the video. Within the option menu, continue by clicking the I/O Signal button. For the I/O Signal tab, switch from the default mode of factory setting to custom setting, located on the top of the menu. After selecting custom setting, a pull-down menu called G-trigger will become available and should be switched to on. In addition, the G-trigger level can adjust the amount of force required to trigger the camera. Then press OK at the bottom of the menu to initialize those settings, followed by clicking on the circular emblem at the bottom left of the screen indicated in the video to switch into view mode. Proceed to click that emblem once more to switch into ARM mode. Now you should be in ARM mode, and if you are unsure, you can check the upper right hand part of the screen under Status, shown in the video. Now the camera is in ARM mode and ready to be triggered by some force on the camera. Remember to use the proper equipment, such as high G-force rated lenses, when triggering off events with large forces, such as a car crash. Thank you for watching, and best of luck using the G-trigger for yourselves.